Greetings, Namaskara. Derive the expression for an equivalent capacitance of a two capacitors connected in parallel combination. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ equivalent capacitance of ಎರಡು capacitor connected in which combination? Parallel combination. Okay, as usual, we'll go with the basics first. So if I speak about the basics, ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿರಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದೇನು C is equal to Q by V. Therefore, Q is equal to CV. ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. Next, when any two electronic passive components are connected in parallel, okay, ಎರಡು electronic components when they are connected in parallel combination, ನಮಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ potential and ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ potential ಎರಡರ ಮೇಲೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. But if I is the current entering, it will divide into I1 and I2. Okay, I1 and I2 ಆಗಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. That means V remains same when there is a parallel combination. V remains same. I changes. I ಅನ್ನೋದು change ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so current changes. It means charge also changes. Charge also changes. Potential remains same. So any two things which are connected in parallel combination, potential remains same. So ಈಗ same thing we will do here. We'll consider a two capacitors of capacitance C1 and a capacitance C2. And both are connected to a cell or a battery, whatever you take, to a potential difference of V. So ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, this has a potential V and this capacitor also has a potential V. But if this has a Q1 charge, this will have a Q2 charge. ಎರಡು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. And ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು as usual we have to drop an equivalent. Equivalent ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹಾಕಲೇಬೇಕು PU ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ. Equivalent CP which do a function same as a two capacitors in the circuit. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅದೇ ಕೆಲಸನ ಒಂದು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು CP ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. Let CP carries a total charge of Q. Okay, so if you start deriving these things, we know that total charge should be whatever the charge entering. If charge entering is Q ಆದರೆ total charge Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2. Therefore, Q is nothing but total charge, that is nothing but total capacitance into total potential. Similarly, Q1 is equal to capacitance of 1 and potential at 1. Okay, from figure we can say that potential at 1 is V. And Q2 is equal to C2 V. So substituting the same things here, we have CP into V is equal to C1V plus C2V. V cancel. Therefore, we are left with CP is equal to C1 plus C2. Okay. 3 marks ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. If he is extending it more, then for n capacitors in parallel combination, we'll write CP is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. For n capacitors in parallel combination, it is Cn. N identical, that is C1 is equal to C2 is equal to C3 is equal to etc. up to Cn, then CP is equal to n times of C. This is for n identical capacitors. I hope you understood this. Thank you.